Hey guys, I think I'm gonna stop doing the wiggity wiggity what's up. That's kind of weird. Um, yo, what up? So, I love storytime videos. I love watching them. I love binge watching. I like sitting alone in a room and watching them in the dark in my blanket, especially scary ones. Now, this one's not a scary one, but to me it is. And it's not scary in the sense of like, I'm gonna just come over here. It's not scary in the sense of like, I don't know, like, oh no, something happened and meh. It's like when you get, when you're in a car and you get nervous because the driver isn't that good. That's the type of scary I'm talking about right now. And so, um, just give me a second, hold on. Oh, flash is on. Great. Alright, we're gonna do this. So, okay, so the story time is going to be about me. Yes, we're gonna be here a while, so I'm getting comfortable. So, the story time is gonna be about me, and, oh, this flash, though. I'm gonna just, like, block flash. Does that do anything? No, okay. So right now I'm blocking flash. So I can actually look at you guys. Okay, so if any of you go to my school, or if like any teachers watch this, I'm gonna blink their name out so that they don't like know who I'm talking about. But if that specific one is watching it, then she'll know who she is. Um, we're gonna call her Miss. Um, We're gonna call her Miss Pepsi because I just looked at a Pepsi can, so it's the first thing that came to mind. Oh, la, 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 la. Alright, now I'm gonna have to do flashing lights. Warning. Great. So we we get into okay, so let's start off with this. Our school organizes these things called lockdowns, and lockdowns are where basically, if I think every school is recommended to do it, but I'll still explain it for the people who, if they don't know, lockdowns are where you're in your class and someone says on the intercom or whatever you want to call it, hey, we're having a lockdown, blah blah blah. And then police come to the school and try and like break the window and stuff to get into the room, scare the kids, and make sure they're like always, yeah. There was one time where we were all giggly because someone farted, and yeah, okay. Anyways, so we're in a portable, and if you know portables, they have very thin lined walls. And now we were having a drill, so the principal came to the door and said, okay, we're having a drill, and I'm pretty sure this is burning through my fingers. Could be wrong. Anyways, so he comes over and he's like, I can't tell if this is shut off. Okay. He comes to the door and he's like, oh, well, oh, it's been blurry. I'm gonna turn flash off. Hold on. There, that's probably a lot better for everyone. So we go and we're getting in our positions, and of course, me being the fast runner, no, I was just super close to this part of the room. The room is stationed like it's legit just a box. There's no like little crevices or like little sneaks or what would you call them? Like indentations in the wall, nothing like that. It's just a rectangled room. So it's like just a rectangled room like this. And so anyways, we're all in our spots, and the teacher screams, let's say Miss Pepsi screams at the top of her lungs, like, what are you doing? And so, obviously, our response, I'm sitting there like, the frick, man. What? So I'm sitting in the corner, and something happened. I think someone said something like, we're just getting ready. She's like, something, it's just this little conversation, and then, like, what ticked me, like, you know when you're in a state like you're having a fire drill or something and you know like, oh, it's a practice, it's nothing, and you're not scared. There's still that little piece of you that worries maybe it's real, but you know it's not. And then there's this one thing that ticks you off. So I knew that this was just a lockdown. It was a drill. It was fine. Everyone was okay. There was no deer, bear in the back, whatever. There was no guy. There was no nothing. So we get. I need to find the remote. We get to our corners, and she's like I said, they're having the conversation, and she screams, oh, well, if there's a guy that comes in here with a gun and shoots through the wall, it's gonna go right through the wall, right through our heads. And in my mind, I'm like, you are a religion teacher. Yes, she's a religion teacher. In my mind, I'm like, you are a religion teacher. You are screaming at children that they are going to die because I just so I start panicking a bit. I'm hurled up in the corner, and it feels like a tight space because it was a tight space that I was in. I was lodged between a little dresser thing and a bin, and I'm freaking out. I think I started like hyperventilating at some point. Probably not. Could just be me. Um, so I'm sitting there. He walks over. So one of the kids was actually not gonna say his name, but one of the children that were one of my peers, someone that was in the class, another student that was in the class with me, actually whacked almost. I think almost whacked. I don't know why I keep looking up there. Almost whacked the principal. He's gone now, but God, that was kind of funny. So anyways, where everyone gets back up, they go back to their seats, and everyone's doing fine. I'm sitting there holding back tears in the corner while everyone goes back. So of course, a few kids are looking back at me. Nobody tries to stop me or like help or whatever. So Lydia, we're gonna call her. Yeah, we'll just call her Lydia. Um, or we'll just not give her any name. We'll just call her student. So the student comes over and she or like squats or sits in front of me and she goes, "Hey, are you okay?" And she's all nice about it, and I'm like, I think I said no or yes. I think I said yes. And oh no, I'm pretty sure I said no. I don't remember exactly what I said, but I know like I broke down in tears after, so I think Tamika can't. Yeah, we'll call her Tamika. No, we can say Tamika's name because she's my friend. Um, so Tamika comes over and she's like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" Like, she's like so nice. And the teacher, she's just so mean. Like, Miss Pepsi comes over and she's just like, "She's fine, leave her alone." She like sits me on a stool and is giving me, listen to this, helpline numbers. This religion teacher that just screamed at me at the top of her lungs, sorry, screamed at us at the top of our lungs that we were going to get murdered, is trying to give me helplines so that I can talk to people about the fact that I had, I think it was either a panic attack, she said, or something like that. Oh, what was it? It wasn't an asthma attack. It was like, ugh. If you guys know what I'm trying to say, comment down below. But it was like some kind of attack that I had. And so, because I don't like the fact of being murdered by guns, thank you very much. So if you scream at me and tell me you are going to be murdered, I'm gonna cry. I'm going to start crying because it's scary. And in a lockdown, most children would cry, so there's no reason to give me a helpline number. It's just, what are you even doing? Like, please stop. Oh, I'm getting the heebie-jeebies. So, she's giving me all this, and you know what she tells me. Okay, so if you don't know, there was a child that had, or another student that had passed away at our school, I think a few days or a day before that the lockdown happened. And you know what she tells me? You have nothing to be worried about. God wouldn't kill God wouldn't kill off a child. And Oh, I should have told her this too. I wanted to say so bad, like, okay, so then how do you explain so and so and what, like, all of the, I just, and she's a religion teacher, okay? And so she says, apparently it's a sin to believe in the fact that your soul moves on. And she believes in this. I think it's called reincarnation. And she believes in this. And I'm just sitting here like, okay. And I just learned this like weeks and months after this had happened. I was like, what? Like, what are you. Like, she is now like, I'm not trying to diss her. Like, she is still one of my favorite teachers. Like, probably that will keep going down the line, one of my favorites. It's just a small thing that scared me, and there were a few flaws in what she was doing. It was a rough day. We were a very loud class. Yeah. So that is going to be it for today, guys.
I lost all
Bye.
self-control and I lost